that little midget from New York, he is such a virgin. It's like, man, obviously he gets no women. Just no women. Like, wow, bro. You are mad that 24-year-old Austin Theory won the Money in the Bank briefcase. So make up your mind. You was mad that 40-some-year-old Brock Lesnar won a couple of years back because by your logic, he was holding down young talent from winning, right? Well, fast forward years later, 24-year-old, the future face of the company, Austin Theory, is now the Money in the Bank winner, and still that's not good enough for you. I just wish he could just stop watching wrestling. I just wish he could just stop watching the WWE, man, because there's a reason why Baron Corbin hates this man. There's a reason why half of the WWF roster has him blocked. Hell, there's people in AW that has him blocked. And guess what? Did you know that Montez Ford has him blocked on Twitter? Nobody likes this guy. He's a cancer to pro wrestling. And it's sad that he has so many fans, so many subs that just brainwashes the IWC with false narratives. He makes everybody angry. He's so freaking divisive. He's the Donald Trump of pro wrestling. That's what he is. He is just freaking divisive. You know, I'm very excited that Theory is now the new Money in the Bank winner. Now, when Pierce came out and said there was going to be an eighth guy in the match, I was like, holy crap. Is it going to be Cody Rhodes? I thought the whole crowd thought it was going to be Cody Rhodes. That was such a heel move to get more heat on Austin Theory, to pick him instead of Cody Rhodes. That was great stuff. Now, they are building Austin Theory as the next face of the company. Look, man, if you hate this decision, just keep watching AEW. It's as simple as that. Just watch AEW. Just please stop watching the WWE because you are just ruining the experience of people who actually enjoy the WWE. But when they are trying to build up new stars, it's like, what else do you want from the company? The guy is taller and bigger than John Cena. You saw it last Monday. John Cena was not where Austin Theory was at his age. This guy is clearly the future of the company. Clearly, he's the next Randy Orton. He is the next in line to be the next face of the company. Dude, you got to make up your mind, man. Please share this video with people who hate the WWE. Because just stop watching. I'm tired of this. I'm tired, man. It makes me just not want to watch wrestling. Really, it's the reason why I don't have Twitter. I can't stand it. It's like wrestling fans are the most embarrassing fans next to soccer fans out of all sports. It's like they are the biggest crybabies. It's like they act like children. It's a world where it's filled with clout chasers. It's cool and trendy to hate on everything in WWE. Now, this midget from New York said, picking Austin Theory was built on politics. Are you kidding me? Politics, right? Bruh, aren't you the same guy that said they have done a horrible job on building up the next star after Reigns? And now you are still complaining that they are trying to build up the next Roman Reigns in Austin Theory. A guy who's under 25 years old. You are complaining about that, dog. Stop watching. We don't need you to watch the WWE, dog. Just don't watch it. I don't get it. How can you watch a show just to crap on it? No matter what they do. It's like they are damned if they do and damned if they don't. If your favorite is not being pushed, if your pick is not being pushed, it's a bad decision. By that logic, shouldn't I be pissed off that Seth Rollins didn't win? He was my pick, but hey, Austin Theory was a great choice. He's a young guy. We need to build up the next star after Roman Reigns, who clearly said he's going to Hollywood soon. We need to build up the next in line. Braun Breaker is stuck down in NXT, so he ain't ready. Austin Theory is ready. He's being mega pushed by Vince McMahon. It has nothing to do with politics. Politics? Bruh, he was the youngest guy in the damn match. It's like we are trying to build up new stars here. You are still complaining now. Austin Theory qualifies as a guy who's built on politics, a guy who freaking looks like that. The man is built like a damn Greek god. He is the perfect guy to be the face of the WWE after Roman Reigns. We don't need any multiple Money in the Bank winners. If Austin Theory is in the match, we need to build up some new stars now, man. Forget your agenda about storylines being pushed. Who cares? Austin Theory is the perfect choice to be the Money in the Bank winner. He's the perfect choice to actually dethrone Roman Reigns. Like I said in countless videos, the guy who needs to dethrone Roman Reigns needs to be a guy that is younger than Roman Reigns. He needs to be either the same age or younger than Roman Reigns. He needs to be a guy that's going to be the face of the company after he leaves. That's what Austin Theory is, right? It's not a fact or an opinion. It's like, bro, it's quite obvious. Austin Theory will be the face of the company very, 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 very soon. In fact, he's the face of Raw after Cody Rhodes gone. Now he's the face of Raw now. So who else would be a better choice? Yeah, Seth would have been a good choice based on his feud with Cody Rhodes, but other than that, dog, Austin Theory, it's like, what else do you want the company to do? He's a young guy he looks like $1 million. Why wouldn't you want him to be the money? Why wouldn't you want to be the Money in the Bank winner? Why shouldn't he be the next top guy after Roman Reigns? Are you kidding me? Who else is there? He's the best young prospect in the company next to Braun Breaker. Tony Khan would bend over backwards if he had a guy like an Austin Theory on his roster. Dog, this guy will be the next John Cena and the next Randy Orton. He is that guy. So what's the problem? This has nothing to do with politics. Oh, he's a favorite of Vince McMahon. Okay, by that logic, then why is Roman Reigns been champion? How come he's been champion for the past 2 years? It's like favorites, huh? If that's the case, I guess Orton was a favorite. By your logic, I guess John Cena was a favorite of Vince. So it's like, have you seen what look like? He is the perfect face of the WWE based on his look, his height. Everything about this guy screams money. Hence why soon him and John Cena will be having a passing of the torch match very soon this coming summer. I don't know when that match is coming, but it's coming. I don't see the problem. Like, who cares if Matt Riddle didn't win? Okay, yeah, it's Vegas, so who cares? Dog, there's no way in hell he should beat Roman Reigns. Nah, I don't see it. He's too goofy. A guy that's that goofy shouldn't be beating a guy like a Reigns. Nah, that's stupid. Roman has been the face of the company the past 2 years. He's been dominant. And he should be beaten by a guy who has a goofy character. A goofy 4-2-0 character. Like I said, I wanted Braun Breaker to beat Reigns, but I forgot all about Theory. You know why? I didn't include Theory because he's a heel. I didn't figure they would have a heel beat Reigns. I didn't figure they would have a young heel to beat Roman Reigns. I thought it would have to be a young up-and-coming face, not a up-and-coming heel. I thought it was going to be a young face like Braun Breaker. But Theory, he is the next best thing. He's perfect. He's perfect to dethrone Roman Reigns. He's like, that makes sense. Bruh, he's the face. He's going to be the next face of the company after Reigns leaves. This makes sense. This is perfect. Roman Reigns needs to be beaten by a guy that's going to be the flag bearer of the company after he leaves. And that will be Austin Theory. We got to start building up new stars. I don't get it, dude. Like, every time people send me tweets of that midget from New York, by the way, I don't watch his videos. People send me his tweets via email. That's it. People send me his tweets, so I react to him. I don't watch his videos, dog. People send me his tweets on what kind of dumb stuff he says. One thing I noticed, he always complains about how they don't build up new guys, how they have put themselves into a corner by not having no opponents for Reigns. This is what they get for not building up new stars. Okay, but you are still complaining about Austin Theory being the Money in the Bank winner, which means eventually he has a chance to beat Roman Reigns. He's a young guy that's going to be the new face of the company, which means they are doing the opposite of what you said they are not doing. They are building up new stars. That's Austin Theory. Listen, when you are trying to build up a new face of your company, everybody who's that age can't get that kind of a push. It has to be only one guy. Once they are done building up Austin Theory as the next face of the company, they're going to focus on somebody else. You can't give everybody the same push at the same time. Then you have no stars then. It has to be that one guy. Everybody else has to take a back seat for like at least a year so they can build up Austin Theory so the crowd can know he is that next guy in line to be a superstar. Once the crowd knows he's a top guy, they are going to move on to somebody else. So, but right now, they are pushing him to tell you he is our guy. Next, that's going to be Madcap Moss. After that, it's going to be Braun Breaker. So, right now, he has a monster push because they are trying to build him up. So, everybody got to take a sacrifice on help building this guy up. It's like, bruh, he just lost the U.S. title. So why are you complaining? Dog, he ain't no damn loser. You want him to be a loser? It's like he just got beat by Bobby Lashley, a guy that's in his mid-40s. Do you have a problem with that? How come you don't got a problem with that? Lashley is in his mid-40s. Why is he beating Theory? Right? But at the same time, you were complaining that Austin Theory won the Money in the Bank, which should be for young guys. Let me say it again. The Money in the Bank briefcase should be solely for up-and-coming talent who are young, who have a young career ahead of them. Those are the only people who should be winning that Money in the Bank briefcase. Young guys who are up-and-coming. Ask CM Punk. Ask Rob Van Dam. Ask The Miz. That briefcase is for upcoming guys that are next in line to be a star. And that's Austin Theory. This was a great choice on putting him in that match and having him win. It's like, how can you complain about this? I don't get it. He's the perfect guy. Like, he has the most heat out of all the heels on that roster. And he's young. He has a good look. It's like he's going to be the next John Cena, people. So you got to just freaking suck it up. So the WWF they are damn if they do and damn if they don't. By pushing Austin Theory, a young guy, you're saying that's politics and they are burying everybody else for Austin Theory, even though he's a young guy. I don't get it. He's getting... Austin Theory winning this match has gotten him the same kind of heat that Brock Lesnar had when he won the Money in the Bank briefcase. But here's the difference. Brock, he didn't need to win it. So I could understand that kind of heat. He didn't need it. It's like he's Brock Lesnar. He didn't need it. So I can understand that kind of heat. But why is Austin Theory getting negative heat? Because he was added late and won the match. So he needs it. He just lost the US title. It's like that's basically telling you, okay, we had this guy drop the US title so we can eventually give him the world title so we can help build up new stars. Why are people complaining? You complain about 40-some-year-old Brock Lesnar winning. Now you're complaining about 25-year-old, 24-year-old Austin Theory winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. And he's clearly one of the brightest young stars in the company. That briefcase should be his. Everybody got to take a back seat to him. Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, Seth, Riddle. You gotta take a back seat. He's next in line 10 years from now. Roman is not gonna be around forever. We need new stars. So what are we doing here? That company needs the next Randy Orton. Randy Orton can't do this forever. Bobby Lashley can't do this forever. You gotta move on. Austin Theory is the next big star of the company. What part of that don't you understand? Don't complain about this. What is there to complain about? You're saying they don't build up new stars. They don't have. You keep saying they have a thin roster. They have no big stars. Here they are trying to build up a new guy for the future. For the future. What's the problem here? I said I'm done.